speakers. Now, since we have guests, do let me take a bit of time to just explain what a Toastmaster meeting is all about. Take a look at the agenda that you have in your hands. Okay, our meeting is actually divided into 3 parts. We have the first session called the table topics, where members and guests are invited to come up here to the front and talk for a minute and a half about any topic that they will pick from our table topics master tonight. The second section is based on the prepared speeches, where we will have 4 to 5 speakers coming forth to show you the effort that they have put in to make the speech great tonight. And lastly, after the tea break, we have the speech evaluation, where we have the more experienced Toastmasters offering advice to the prepared speech speakers on how they could improve on their speech so that they can become better. And with that, the meeting ends. Right? So for the agenda tonight, I'm very happy to announce that at this point in time, there has been no changes. Oh, my VPE is telling me something.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just received a message.
Okay.
Fortunately, it's the last speaker and the last evaluator both can't make it. So they have pair up.
Alright, so please take a pen or a pencil or just strike their names out. So the last speaker, Stephen Tan, doing AP for entertaining speaker, he will not be speaking tonight. And coincidentally, so will not the evaluator because he's not here. Right? And I shall pass the time now on to our current president, competent communicator, Lim Eng Hwan.
Feels like a handover ceremony. Good evening, friends, fellow Toastmasters, guests. Last night, I had a late supper with Jade and Pauline at 11 o'clock. We spent time talking about our personal lives, just about some vision of our club. Ended up talking until about 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we went home. I think that is quite surmountable. Spending 2 hours just talking on Toastmasters, while the Toastmasters meeting itself is really 2 hours. So we have an additional Toastmasters meeting on a privately function. Now the question is, why do we do it? When I first came into Toastmasters, when I walked into this room, I came in because of convenience. The location was near, I could just walk to this venue, so I came. I joined because of the superior system that Toastmasters International has offered us in terms of communication and leadership training. I stayed on because the fact that we have so many well-trained evaluators, mentors, and buddies to help us grow in our leadership and communication. Welcome.
Thank you.
And last but not least, I flourished here in Choa Chu Kang Toastmasters Club because of forging of the friendship, fellowship, in the family-like environment that we have here in our club. Our members treat one another like a family member. So the secret of success of our club is not Toastmasters itself. It is much deeper than that. Toastmasters' ideals are to provide us with communication and leadership training. The Choa Chu Kang CC Toastmasters Club give us that friendship, that fellowship, that family-like environment where all of us could flourish together. We have members for the past 2 months have spent time and effort outside of Toastmasters to help to grow the club. We have Antonia who spent a Saturday afternoon in front of the foyer under the hot blazing sun distributing flyers on a Saturday afternoon. We have Lynn who have done up a very nice brochure, posters, banners, just to spread the word of Toastmasters. And of course, Song Lam, organizing such impeccable meetings. And we also have Peter and Eugene, who spend an evening off just to do a stock take on what our inventory list is. Not forgetting all the other members who supported one way or another in our CC events, National Day dinner, where we sacrifice our family time, our personal time, just to support Toastmasters, Choa Chu Kang Toastmasters Club. And now, the question that we ask, you guys just have so much time to do it, right? Why do you do it? Of course, all of us who want to volunteer of services, organize events, to help out in meetings, so that we can improve our organization skills, improve our leadership skills, as well as our communication skills. But much deeper than that, it is because we are like a family, and we help one another when one calls for help. And we do not just help because we want or we have to help, but it's because we treat one another like a family. So ladies and gentlemen, it is time now to look back and see why and how do you flourish in Choa Chu Kang Toastmasters Club. You could have joined many other clubs to achieve the same objective. But why Choa Chu Kang? We help one another, and that's what we are proud of. So when Song Lang comes out and asks for welcome, for help to fill up appointment holders as well as speakers, treat his request as though it comes from a father. When Jay comes up to you and asks for fees for renewal, treat it as though it comes from your lovely baby girl, or boy, or boyfriend or girlfriend. And when Antonia and Lynn ask for assistance to help promote Toastmasters in general to the public, treat it as though it comes from your mother or sister. In that way, we are all in this together. And thus, all of us have to play a part to make this work, to make this vision of Choa Chu Kang CC Toastmasters Club friendship, fellowship, and a family-like environment to realize its vision. Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. President. Now, to start the meeting proper, we actually need some people to help out filling up the various appointments. And firstly, I have a person doing dual roles. If you take a look at that corner there, Ding Song Lang is doing both the R counter and the timer. What you do as an R counter is to keep track of the pause fillers that we have during the meeting for those who come up here to speak. And because this is a Toastmaster meeting, we also focus on time management. So you have the little timing device over there, and I'll tell you a little bit more about how that device works later. So please hold your pause while I introduce all the appointment holders. After the appointments, then we have actually our general evaluator, who is an invited guest from Toa Payoh Central Toastmasters Club. And for tonight, we have evaluators from our club, speech evaluators, Jay, Joe, Jensen, Chua, Lin, and of course, Navina. Let me see, right. And the next person who is going to come up, and she's very important, is Shumi. She's our table topics master, and she will be here to tweak your brains a little to help you think on your feet, and then of course express yourself as well as you can. So what does a table topic session do? We will find out later. What's the timing sequence like? As I mentioned earlier, it's 1.5 minutes. So, my dear timer.
Continue.
Right. Now you have 1 minute to say whatever you want to say, and then the green light will be switched on. Okay? If you see this green light, this means that you're actually eligible for voting. What do we mean by voting? Every one of you should have a slip of paper like this. And on this slip of paper, you will have it divided into 3 sections: best table topic speaker, best prepared speech speaker, and of course the best speech evaluator. And because this is the session for table topics, after all the speakers come here, and if you see the green light, this means that they can be eligible for voting. You find the person the best speaker, write his or her name down. Okay, so after that, the green light's on. 30 seconds later, we actually have the yellow light. Okay, and another 30 seconds later, the red light, and then you really have to wrap up. However, longer story to tell, cut it, because if not, you'll be buzzed out. And that buzz means that you are not eligible for voting. Voting?
Voting.
Only one voting, the rest voting. Okay, right, so with this I'd like to invite our table topics mistress for today actually, and that would be Advanced Toastmasters Bronze Competent Leader Lin Shu Ni.